anti-haul time. Yeah, it's so exciting to talk about things that you don't want to buy. So for today's anti-haul, I want to have a theme around this anti-haul. No, it's not a normal one. The theme for today's video is green beauty, clean beauty, natural beauty, whatever marketing term you want to throw around, it's that beauty. I don't know, but let's call it, just for the sake of it, clean beauty, because that's the most popular term at this moment. And it's not that I'm not a fan of clean beauty. I've actually done a full face of clean beauty, and today's look has some clean beauty products. But I do feel like, especially right now, it's become such a buzz term, and it's like everybody's raving about clean beauty, and there is some great innovation. There's amazing products. I love a lot of clean beauty brands, but there's also a lot of things I don't agree with clean beauty. I don't necessarily agree with natural is better and fear-mongering, greenwashing. There's just a lot of things, and if people think that clean beauty brands are more unproblematic than like mainstream brands, like they really don't know what they're talking about, because a lot of clean beauty brands haven't gotten in some controversy as well. I mean, you can look up Sunday Riley, you can look up Drunk Elephant, they've had their share of controversies. Even RMS Beauty has had some kind of racial infused, like controversial things said, and there's also the fear-mongering as well, which fear-mongering is kind of scaring people into buying all, you know, clean beauty products. So there's a lot of misconception, a lot of misinformation as well. Each different, you know, store that you go to, and I can think of 3 main places where you can get clean beauty products. Of course, you have Sephora, which is the biggest beauty retailer. They have their Clean at Sephora category, which I found it very surprising that the Clean at Sephora only emphasizes paraben-free and sulfate-free, which doesn't make sense because sulfate is a cleaning agent, so you wouldn't be seeing that in blushes and powders and other like makeup. I mean, you wouldn't see sulfates in mascara, so it's just, I found it odd. And then you have Credo Beauty, which I love Credo Beauty. I was just there yesterday, and that's where I purchased this. They have their own standards of what makes a clean beauty brand a clean beauty brand. And then you also have Detox Market, which I know they have stores in Canada as well as in the US, and they have their own standards. So it's kind of confusing in a way to keep up with all of those different retailer standards. And then you have individual brands as well. When I worked at Bare Minerals, I mean, they've been a clean beauty brand for years, but they were kind of going hard at the clean beauty aspect because of, you know, it's a trend. So the very first thing that I'm not going to be buying, and this is an idea that I'm not buying into like 100%, is that natural is better. And here's why: because it's not always better. Some people can be sensitive towards essential oils. They can be sensitive towards, you know, physical natural sunscreen like titanium dioxide and zinc dioxide. That was actually not super common when I worked at Bare Minerals, but some people, I did see some people that were sensitive towards that. And they would just be confused because they're kind of being fed this idea that natural is better, but natural is not always better. Like, if your skin is tolerant, then yes, like it's better. It's better to have something that's fragrance free if you're sensitive towards fragrances than something with a lot of perfume in it. Case in point, this is gonna scar you guys, but you guys know that I love my natural deodorants without aluminum. Well, I didn't know my armpits are very sensitive towards lemon essential oils. So I got a chemical burn on my armpit. I don't know if you can, well, this is the worst shirt to use as an example. Well, maybe you'll see a picture, that would be a lot better. But yeah, I got a burn, a chemical burn from Schmidt's natural deodorant. Am I gonna get mad at the brand? No, because I didn't know that I was sensitive towards that essential oil, but it's a very flawed argument, and I'm not gonna buy into that. So Clean at Sephora, let's browse. I'm actually gonna do this. This is brand new to my type of anti-haul videos, but I'm gonna screen record because I do that. So we're exploring the clean at Sephora. You can see no parabens, no sulfates, no compromises. Again, I don't understand why no sulfates is, I mean, sulfates are bad because they dry and dehydrate your skin. They're also very abrasive, which I mean goes along with what I said, but you wouldn't see sulfates in a lot of makeup products, actually in any makeup product. Parabens, I've gone back and forth. I've actually done a lot of research on that, and you know, it's not all that bad. I've seen dermatologists and chemists talk about parabens, and they're not all that bad because they ensure safety in whatever product that you're using, so products won't be spoiling before the expiration date. So my opinions about parabens have changed quite a lot since I've become more informed. But let's check out the skincare, because I know there's been some very expensive things popping up. The Tata Harper Elixir Vitae Serum Wrinkle Solution. Let's scroll down. This is $450. $450 serum. I actually saw it yesterday at Credo, because Credo also stocks not Sunday Riley, Tata Harper, and I just could not believe. I mean, the bottle wasn't small, but it's also not huge. I mean, it's your typical 1 fluid ounce serum for $450. It has no parabens, which is slightly concerning, because if you don't use this up in the time frame that is recommended, it will spoil. So for a clean beauty brand, I mean, that's a lot of ingredients. It's definitely not something that is isn't cetyl alcohol? Oh, no, cetyl is the fatty alcohol. There's a lot of alcohol, actually. There's the fatty alcohols and also the ones that are considered bad alcohols listed in the ingredients. Again, alcohols are something that I'm learning more about. I probably would not recommend this for someone who is who has more sensitive skin. Let's keep scrolling around. Let's see what we find. Herbivore. Let's talk about Herbivore, because there's been a lot of also controversy surrounding their products. I have only purchased from them once face mask, which, I mean, face masks are, it is what it is. They're fun. Sometimes they do stuff, other times it just looks funny and I enjoy looking funny. A lot of controversy surrounding their oils, especially them changing colors and textures before their expiration date, because they don't have any parabens, so it's not, the formula itself changes a lot due to whatever environmental things that are happening around them. But it's something that is concerning to me, so I'm gonna throw in Herbivore oils and maybe the serum as well, just because I don't personally, I know the company has said that the product still works fine, but for something to be changing color and texture that quickly, and I've seen people buy the oils and then within like a month it turns into like a dark amber, a little concerning to me. I'm not gonna lie. And they're not the cheapest products. I mean, $54 is not super expensive. It's not $450, but it's also not that cheap. So, oh my god, they're carrying Tower 28 too. I didn't know that. I thought this was just at Credo, but oh, that's good to know. Let's see, what else is new? Kosas. I mean, that actually looks nice. I don't need it. Their new cream blush and highlighters, like, they look really nice. They claim to be the first brand to do high intensity blushes, which I find kind of funny, because I mean, even the compact itself, it reminds me a lot of NARS and their high intensity blushes, which are like duos. This is something from Kosas that I've heard really mixed reviews on, but it is something that they're focusing a lot on, is their Tinted Face Oil Foundation. They just added more shades to it recently. Apparently they don't think that light and fair skin tones come in yellow undertones, just neutral and cool undertones. Cool. I can probably wear the neutral, but I mean, my skin just oxidizes foundation colors, so anything that's more neutral, especially anything that's pink, will oxidize into the complete wrong shade. So it's not cool to ignore golden yellow undertone. It's not cool. But yeah, I've heard really mixed reviews about this. It's not cheap. 42 bucks for something that's supposed to be like a light, sheer to light coverage. Like, I'd rather just stick with my Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint or the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Gel. That one is also pretty light. So we're done with Sephora. Let's just move on to, let's do Credo. And I love Credo. I really do love their store. I feel like it's very, you walk in and it's very eerie, welcoming. Like, they try to make clean beauty very accessible and non-intimidating, which I think is good. I think it's really good. That being said, I mean, they do carry some questionable things. So, oh my god. Okay, I saw this yesterday and I was very curious about it. But as soon as I swatched it, I was kind of like, maybe I'm not super hyped about this. The new RMS Uncover Up Cream Foundation. I basically think that it's a jumbo size of their concealer, but I know the concealer has been compared a lot to the Glossier concealer. That one, I forgot the name. It's escaped my mind a little bit, but I know it's been compared to the Glossier concealer a lot, and I was actually very excited about the cream foundation and wanted to do a masterclass so I could redeem the, you know, ticket price, because there is a price to go to the masterclass, and then pitch in a little bit extra to get the foundation. But I swatched it yesterday and it's thick. It's so thick. Like, much thicker than I thought it would be. It had more coverage than I thought it would. Like, it was like, me and my friend Jonathan thought that was full coverage. Like, it was thick, very thick, and I just don't do thick. I'm sure it can be sheared out, but it was just very thick and greasy. Like, I did not like I didn't like it a lot at all. I did not like that consistency at all. Surprised there's quite a decent selection of colors for a clean beauty brand. That's something that a lot of brands lack. It's not very inclusive, and the founder of RMS has gotten in trouble for her comments about adding shades for women of color. She claimed that women of color only want full coverage, which is not the case at all. But I'm pleasantly surprised that she actually does have a pretty even shade selection. Okay, this is another thing from Kosas. Again, I'm so sorry, but I saw it yesterday and I was very intrigued at first, but once I swatched it, I didn't like it. These are their 10-second liquid eyeshadows, which are like a cream eyeshadow you just apply and you can blend out. I thought it was very innovative. Like, when I first saw videos of it, I was like, oh my god, this looks so cool. But I swatched it yesterday. First of all, I know it doesn't have any oil, but I found it very oily, and it wasn't transfer proof at all. Like, to me, how much is it? $20 price tag. It's a little too much for something that will fade as quickly, and the way the swatches were, I was like a little put off by that. Also, the colors look a lot cooler in the screen than they do in real life. Like, I was a little underwhelmed. There's every price range at Credo, which I really do respect. $16 scrub. There's the Tata Harper stuff. $450. Eye cream, $215. Eye serum, $295. You do not need an eye serum and an eye cream. I'm sorry, you don't need. Contrary to popular belief, your eye doesn't know whether you're using face cream or an eye cream. I've also learned that by watching a lot of dermatologists and chemists. So that's cool. It's cool to know. Oh my god, another serum, $300. If I were to spend, oh man, that would be more than $1,000 worth of product. I would just go get plastic surgery for that price. Tata Harper, this new range of products, that's all anti-haul. No, never in a million years. Not even if I win $1 million. No, no. Now I'm just kind of seeing a lot of things that I'm very curious about. I kind of want, but I don't need. Like the new Ether Beauty palettes. They also, Sephora started carrying Ether Beauty. I mean, they're very neutral, nothing exciting in terms of colors, but they're just very pretty. I mean, they're very pretty. Apart from the Tata Harper stuff, I kind of just want to get some stuff from here. So I'm gonna jump over to Detox Market, which I've never visited one of their stores. I know there's one in LA, but I mean, I like their Instagram. I think it's cool and the store looks nice. And they carry one of my favorite brands, which is the Organic Skin Co. They carry them at Detox Market, which is really cool. And I recently just depotted some of my eyeshadows and made a bigger palette. Look at that. I do think a lot of clean beauty brands are very innovative, and I applaud that. If you can create something that performs just as well as very synthetic products, but with all natural ingredients that won't spoil as easily, I think that's cool. If I just don't agree with the whole natural is better, you're gonna get cancer by using a Revlon lipstick or whatever, fill in the blank. I just don't agree with that. I know for a fact that the women around in my family, my grandma, my aunts, they weren't as obsessed with ingredients as maybe we are now, since we have the internet. And I mean, there's just a lot of knowledge here. But that's where fear mongering comes in, because there's people that believe that using, you know, non-clean beauty products will affect their health, or they're gonna get cancer. I don't think that's the case at all. And even dermatologists and scientists have been like there is some links, but it's not the thing that's gonna cause it. There's a lot of back and forth. I mean, it's very confusing for the consumer. I mean, I've bought into fear mongering before, but just like you can search for those type of articles that agree with you that, you know, you're gonna get cancer by using a MAC foundation or whatever. There's also a lot of information and research, and there's still a lot of it being done at this moment that prove otherwise. There's insufficient evidence. So let's look at Detox Market, shall we? Oh, here's something that I can immediately anti-haul. This is because I hate the person who's behind this. Let's talk about Goop. Goop. Gwyneth Paltrow's line. They carry their line at Detox Market, as well as Credo. Me and my friend Jonathan were just looking over and we're like, I can't stand Gwyneth Paltrow. And I know a lot of people feel that way, and I do not like her. And I do not like the Goop products. I feel like they're super gimmicky, just like the Goop website. Like, what the hell? Let's look at the stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Exfoliating Instant Facial. This is a mask. $125. A scalp scrub, 42 bucks. I have a scalp scrub too from H&M and other stories that was 15 bucks. It'll do the exact same thing, and it smells really nice. $90 eye cream. Oh my god. The ultimate dry brush. Oh my god. Goop is the most gimmicky thing ever. There we go. There's the Herbivore. That's the Prism one. The Prism oil. That one I've seen it get really amber. Really questionable. Oh, Moon. 110 bucks. Brightening serum. Brightening youth serum. It uses prickly pear, argan oil, rose oil. I feel like a lot of these things you can get still natural, but much cheaper. Argan oil, you can grab 100% pure, organic, natural argan oil from Trader Joe's. Shea Moisture also has 100% pure argan oil at Cure, which I've done a video about theirs. Here's another brand that I can kind of anti-haul just because it's luxury. Like, it's a little too luxurious, like, especially if you buy the compact. So, Cure-wise, first of all, the shade range is not the best for women of color. There's only 4 shades that they could possibly wear, but yeah, that's 4 shades. Then there's medium undertones, almost no tan, and then fair to light. So on the shade range, but $68 for a foundation. You can always buy their replacement, like just a tin, but it's just you're basically paying for the compact. That's an accessory in itself, and I just don't. I'm all for being sustainable, not creating as much waste, but that's a little excessive. Like if there was an alternative to that thick metal compact, maybe something made out of bamboo or something that would make it more accessible. And that's the thing also with green beauty. I feel like some brands go so extreme into luxury that it becomes inaccessible, and it makes the customer go for cheaper, more accessible products that maybe aren't as sustainable. There's that, but they have a lot of expensive things here-wise. $56 cream blush, $45 eyeshadow, $56 lipstick, lip tints, $49. Here's another lip tint, clean beauty product. I actually got it at Credo. This is Cary Grant. I've mentioned it before. Amazing product. It's 20 something dollars. I mean, this is like one of the most used tinted lip balms that I have. There's that. Fresh. Is Fresh clean? I think it is. I recently tried out their Sugar in the City, which I kept the packaging. I just put it back in here. It's actually really nice, and it has sunscreen. Beautiful packaging, but it's too much. Are you paying for the compact, or are you paying for the product? I think we're done with this anti-haul. Let me know what you guys are anti-hauling. It can be green beauty, clean beauty, or whatever beauty you want. Let me know in the comments below what things you're not gonna buy, and if you are someone who only shops clean beauty products, or you find it confusing, or share your thoughts in the comments below. I mean, I worked for a clean beauty brand, so I would hear every single type of comment from customers. I would have people arguing with me that a certain ingredient wasn't natural, but even talc is a very controversial ingredient, and technically it's a mineral and it's natural, but if it's processed in the incorrect way and you take the cheaper route, then you end up with a clear situation and it can have asbestos. So it's a very confusing world. It's a very exhausting world to keep up with. But if you're interested in science and chemistry and learning about what you're putting in your body, it's a fun dive. It's fun for me to keep up with it and see what people are talking about. So open up the conversation down below, subscribe if you're brand new, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye!